Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros, kids. It's a fine Monday afternoon here in the old Austin, Tejas area, and we got a fine gentleman on the show today. Robert Eugene ONeill. Is it Eugene?
It's James. Eugene kind of rolls off the tongue.
It just felt right.
It does. I can even see it being spelled in my mind, and it looks right.
I know.
Yeah.
It feels right.
Yeah.
Robert Eugene ONeill.
I think it's Devondrius is his middle name. I can't remember.
Well, thanks for having me.
Welcome back to the show. You're drinking. You got the Hard AF Seltzer.
I had to try some of this, and it's strawberry shortcake, 8%.
Yeah.
And it literally tastes like a really good soda, even though you were saying it's toilet wine.
It's crazy, right?
No, it's really good. I'm digging it.
It's nuts. And you were like, dude, I got shit to do today. I can't have like 11
I don't anymore.
of these.
I'm going to do this. That's about it.
Yeah.
We're good. We're
yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
good.
so you're good to go.
Well, it's going to be nice, though, when I see my wife, Jessica, later. She's going to be like, my God, you smell like strawberry shortcake. I'm like, I told you I was behaving.
Not true at all.
No.
Not true at all.
Rarely the case.
What brings you out to Austin?
My wife's got a real job, and she has a conference here. So she works in the power line industry, so they kind of go set places up for bigger conferences. So it was Austin. It worked out well. Went to Dakota's house for a little while. We hand-fed some buffalo, which is cool. I grew up in Montana, and I've seen them before, but they can, if they want to be brutal, they can. But these things were tame as hell. And just feed them a little piece of whatever, they call it protein. It looks like a little snack bar.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's not like Yellowstone.
No, they're not as big either.
No.
Yeah, Yellowstone's a different animal.
It's a whole different vibe. When you watch that show, you think you can do it.
You know the problem with that show is that now everyone in Montana that I know thinks they're Rip.
Yeah.
Like they have the dually, they dyed their beards black, they think they're tough.
But they're not, and neither is Rip, right? In real life, he's not tough.
In real life, he is, dude.
No,
I'm telling you.
No, he's not.
It's something with the black beard, though. It pulls it off. Look at Tim McGraw in 1883.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, but Tim McGraw is tough. He beat cancer.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw's a badass.
He beat cancer.
And his dad, his adopted dad was Tug McGraw. He's a Major League Baseball pitcher.
I can vouch for Cole Hauser.
His deadbeat dad.
He's tough.
I've never met him.
He's adopted.
No, he is the illegitimate son of Tug McGraw.
I thought he was adopted.
You can't be tough if you're
sure?
adopted? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
No, you can be tough if you're
thought so.
adopted. You're
I thought you might be
tougher
tougher if you're
adopted.
Yeah.
It's the oh, come on. Come on, Ross.
Illegitimate?
Illegitimate child of Tug McGraw. Is that real?
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Good for him.
Look that up, Bob.
Good for
Is that
Tug
real?
McGraw, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's...
He didn't pull out.
I think... Fuck, who was it? Daniel Tosh used to tell this joke about... It was mostly about Michael Jackson. He was like, you want to beat your kid just enough that they have a lot of talent and resolve, but not so much that they rape children.
Yeah. And that's key.
Yeah.
That still stands.
We were
going to
put that on a shirt, but that's just too much
It's too many lines of text.
I'll be bending over for you to read the back. We'll be here all day.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. But with the dyeing the beard black, by the way, it's because it's gray. And that's the only way out of it.
Isn't he kind of a ginger, too?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He was in all those like Ben Affleck movies. He was in Good Will Hunting, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Did a
He's
good job,
great.
too. Because he played a tough Boston kid, too.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Well, he was in his first big movie was Dazed and Confused, right?
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he
dude.
was.
Cole Hauser.
But then he was in Pitch Black. He was the antagonist, I guess, other than the aliens.
Yeah.
In Pitch Black.
Yeah, he was.
He's been in it. He's a really good
He's
actor.
a good actor. I tell you what, though, Rip is one of the best characters on television. That's just-
Hands down.
I mean, if you beat a guy to death with a rattlesnake in a river while you're wearing your cowboy boots,
Best in the biz.
yeah, it doesn't get much better than that.
Best in the biz. Are you watching 1883?
Yeah, I'm caught up. Well, I'm not caught up because one just came out.
Yep.
But I think it's better.
So do I.
Yeah.
It's just, what I try to tell people is it's just two different shows.
Oh, yeah, they're different.
Yellowstone barely connects the thread to the other show. But otherwise, you could put those as standalone shows and you wouldn't give a shit.
I still think Beth, though, is tougher than anyone in all of them.
Yeah, but she's...
Like, mentally.
She's
Mentally, I
She's gone over the edge of just being a cunt for no reason.
She does that quite a bit,
Yeah.
She pulls it off, though. The martini line, when she's like, no, I want a glass of vodka with some olives. A martini is something with, what's the thing? Not grenadine, but what the hell you put in it? Vermouth. And you enjoy it with friends. I hate vermouth, and these aren't my friends. Lots of good stuff.
The girl gets shot with an arrow in the new one, though.
At the beginning.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
I don't even know where that's going because I haven't
back around.
I'm not caught up with it.
Comes back around.
I don't want to ruin it for anybody because it's worth watching.
Well, that was the
way
first
it's written.
scene of the first episode. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're not going to see a lot of the major connections
I don't think
to
so.
the modern world until like season 2 or 3, probably.
No, Taylor Sheridan wrote those.
Yeah, he wrote all.
Yeah, he wrote.
But I'll tell you what, that's a talented dude.
Yeah.
Because he did Yellowstone, he did this, he's doing a new one coming out, and then he did the Mayor of Kingstown, which is about prison. That one's amazing.
But he also wrote a lot of Sons of Anarchy.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was the deputy sheriff in the first
That's
couple
right.
seasons.
He makes appearances in those because he's selling the horses. He's from Texas. He's
yeah.
And so he rides the horses.
He
too.
and a fucking VC firm or something, maybe a hedge fund, just bought 4 6s.
Yeah, that's right.
For like,
and they're
for
making, they're making, they're making that
who
too,
knows how much
He's
money.
the white Tyler Perry. He's going to shoot like 1 million shows down there.
Yeah, why not?
And they're going to do a spin-off with Jimmy, who I hate.
I hate Jimmy.
I hate
but
Jimmy's
they're doing the
character.
4 6s.
Yeah.
That's going to be a show.
It's
And
gonna
then
be a
they're doing
lot of
something called
Jimmy.
Kansas City, I guess.
Kansas City.
And I think it's going to be the middle between 1883, and I could be making this shit up.
Yeah.
But if they write it based on what I said, we got to talk royalties and shit. But I think it's in between, because they're not going very far. They're in Texas for like the first 5 episodes. They cross the river or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like we were talking about today, Texas is a big state. It turns out.
Huge.
Yeah, it's big.
Huge. Not a lot of people know that.
No, it's big.
And then you get here and you're like,
No,
wait a minute.
everybody knows that.
Like,
There's
literally
a
everybody
phrase, everything's bigger in Texas.
Nah. Is it though?
Did I tell you my Texas story? The first guy I met from Texas.
Who was it?
SEAL training. His name was Wade. I met him in SEAL training in our room, and
Wade? That's cagey.
His name
no
was
last
Wade,
name?
right? Well, I don't know if what he's doing. Wade.
Okay.
But Wade said, I said, hey, I'm Rob, and he goes, hey, I'm Wade. I said, where are you from, Wade? He goes, Texas. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Montana. He goes, Montana? What part of Texas is that? So that's cool.
It's true. It's true though. And in the show, they're trying to get there. They're trying to get to Oregon, and then they have to end up in Montana.
They're in the plains. Well, they have to somehow because they're trying to decide if they got to make it to Oregon or we're going to go north and try to find something else. And
Right.
I mean, I've never been in a wagon train across the Rockies, but I mean, it's not just like, well, we'll just swing to the right and go north. Like that's some no shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also, have you driven east to west in the northern corridor of this country?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you do it in the wintertime, even today in modern times, 2 of the major passes over the mountains into western Oregon are closed off for
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 months. So
course.
maybe that was it.
Maybe.
It's going to be something. I
Like
don't know.
how the fuck do you get across the Rockies in a
In a wagon?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
No idea.
Well, I mean, the Donner Party's famous. They were in California, but like you get stuck there, you're stuck. And,
Yeah.
that's
and then
it.
you're dividing bodies, decide who doesn't eat kin.
Yeah.
Seriously, that happened.
Who have you thought about who you would eat?
Who I would eat? Well, I've thought about who I'd eat when the
Because your dad was on the show.
when the end of the road's come, the end of the world's coming.
Yeah.
And so when it starts, I already know I've got the families picked out who I'm going to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
because your dad was
well,
on the
they're-
show, and if we all died together with your family, like you probably start with your dad, right?
I don't think I'd eat my dad.
No.
No, I don't know.
Who would you start with in your own family?
In my own family? That's a tough one.
Gun to head, dude. You got to pick one.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I'd probably start eating myself first.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
really?
I don't want to eat my
Yeah,
family.
if you do it at the right proportion, you'll just grow the meat back.
Right.
And it's an unlimited supply of meat.
No shit.
No, that's not true.
I don't think it's true at all.
No, that's
Wait,
not at
but
all.
they
We don't
found-
regenerate.
Hang on. Hang
Well,
on.
you had me going there. You sound like
Yeah, you sounded really
you're very
into it.
convinced.
And
And plus, you got
I
a
believe
computer
it.
out. I'm going off pure memory.
Well, I don't. This is just to look shit up for, I guess, but I didn't look that up.
There was a thing, Bob, what were we talking about the other day where people were eating themselves in certain situations where they were either locked in a cage.
No, they're buried alive.
That's it. They're buried alive.
Yeah, they'll selectively eat parts of themselves.
Yeah.
Really?
Did you hear about this?
No.
So back in the day, they didn't really know if you appeared to be dead, congratulations, you're dead.
They bury you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
wow.
they would dig up the coffins later and then find that people had eaten part of themselves to survive and to keep living.
I've heard of places like in recent times, like some of the labor camps in China, that for a punishment they'll lock them in a box like that, and they can eat or drink whenever they want, and keep living in the box, or you can just stop eating and then it's over eventually.
Really?
Yeah, that's some.
What would you choose?
I mean, it depends on what kind of a box, I guess.
Yeah, I need to know that box.
But it's like one of those old school where you take the Western picture of your neck's in here or whatever.
Yeah.
It's got to be uncomfortable after a while. I get uncomfortable if I'm sleeping on my side for too long.
Yeah, I'm not good with it at all.
But I've never been uncomfortable enough to start eating myself.
You never
No,
know.
I would probably break my finger off and extract the bone and like jam it into my neck or something. Like
There you go.
yeah.
That's too much.
That's fucking
No, it's
dark
not.
too,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's-
Well,
super
it's
dark.
better than fucking starving to death.
That is starving just can't be fun.
Yeah, no, that's the worst way to die.
Well, they always two ask
Drowning.
No,
drowning
on
is not
fire.
that bad.
Drowning's got to
Yeah.
be easy. Hold your breath and it's over.
Yeah.
Fire would be awful.
Fire would be rough.
But how long does it stay awful? Because eventually you shock yourself.
You would
when
think
go to
so,
shock.
yeah. Freezing to death, I'm told, is not bad.
Yeah,
I wish
that's
we
what
could
I
ask
said.
Paul Walker,
Like
but
it's
he's not
super
alive.
cold, and then you have a sharp ache, and then that goes away when you go into shock, and then you just get sleepy. And
Well, think about like an ice bath. Like, if you can last a minute, you can last until you die.
Yeah.
The first minute's brutal.
Yeah.
But then you get kind of used to it. Some guys like it. Some guys are sadistic about that shit.
Yeah, I can't, no, dude, addicted to it.
Yeah.
People are addicted to it where they're going in every day.
I don't know if my ball should be expanding and contracting that much.
Over and over and over again?
Yeah, I think you're going to get like elephantitis or something.
There are dudes too that swear by the 5 minute in the morning cold shower every single day. I like a shower. I like a warm shower.
I do too, man. I like a long, warm shower.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's supposed to be about mental toughness and resilience, I think. There is some physiological effect that
I bet
happens
there is. It's gotta be
with
good.
the release of endorphins and shit, but it's more about getting yourself in the habit of experiencing something right in the morning that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be cool. I bet it works.
I mean, it's
great.
better than that Admiral McCraven make your bed bullshit.
I've heard you talk about the make your bed thing.
It's fucking stupid.
But see, I can see both sides.
No.
If you get a victory making your bed and makes you feel good, great. But if no one's going to see it, and if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. Either way.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I just think there's more. You can find something that has more utility than that.
Yeah.
If you're trying to make that point to yourself, like how long does it take to make your bed? Like 10 seconds? Are you really going to feel accomplished after that?
2 minutes. It's a 2-minute task.
I think what I've been told is the accomplishment is not in the morning. It's when you get back in bed and it's made. You took the time, so tomorrow's a clean slate shit.
No, I don't want the bed to be made because then I've got to untuck everything again.
It's very true, especially if you make the nice tight corners.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
So does your girlfriend make the bed?
No.
So it's just.
I mean,
just a
every
messy
now and
bed.
again she will.
Okay.
Every now and again, but most of the time we just get in and out of bed like human
Fucking
beings.
girls in their beds, though. How many fake pillows do you need on there?
We've
Yeah.
got 3 giant pillows that span the entire width of the fucking king size bed. There's 3 of them, and they're 1/3 of the size of the bed each. And then there's another pillow in the front
middle,
to
yeah.
accent it.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 pillows that we sleep on behind that.
And first of all, if anyone other than family sees our bed, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play both sides of this.
I got a downstairs bedroom though, so like people will pop back in not knowing where the bathroom is. So therefore, my wife's like, "Hey, dude, we need it to be tucked in.
Well, that's why
look nice in case somebody stumbles in there."
You just print out a picture of you fucking your wife and put it on the door. And then this is where fucking happens. Over the time. And then people, look, if they go in there, they're going in there with a purpose.
In your bathroom, by the way, you've got a sign up that says, "Please don't do coke in here."
Yeah, I want everybody to do coke.
That's real, by the way. Swear to God.
No,
It's
for
real.
sure. Of course it's real. I want everybody to feel free to do coke out in the open, right?
Yeah.
Just to promote community and sharing.
Okay.
Don't go hide and do drugs in my house because I've got a bunch of drugs. If you want to do drugs, let's do drugs.
Do them out in the open.
Yeah.
Do them out in the open.
Speaking of making your bed, Ray Cash Care's a piece of shit.
Yeah, God damn it, dude.
It's almost his birthday.
Yeah, and when
gotta
he
be
does,
600
when he
years old.
starts planting the seeds, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a young girl reminding you that it's coming up.
Ray loves the party, and he loves to be around his buddies.
Yeah.
So this is probably his birthday is probably his favorite day of the year. Not,
bet it
not
is.
just because he's a SEAL and as such a complete narcissist.
Yeah.
It's because like that's the happiest he gets is when he's surrounded by all his buddies.
It strikes me almost like the 12 days of Christmas shit you put up. Like he celebrates his
He
birthday.
should have been Jewish. Celebrating Hanukkah. Can you imagine him celebrating
God,
Hanukkah?
dude. There's so many fucking holidays for the Jews.
Little gifts all the time.
Yeah, it'd have been great for him.
Yeah.
I'm not a big birthday guy.
He loves
I don't
making your
care.
bed his bed. Like he'll fucking text me sometime. He goes, "I'm in a hotel. I just made my bed."
He makes his bed in a hotel.
Fuck you. And I'm like, I've got it, bro.
I got it. Yep. That and the push-ups in the morning. FaceTime. My God, dude.
He likes FaceTime.
Yeah.
Loves FaceTime. Anybody who loves FaceTime like that, I'm like, why are you FaceTiming me?
Well, and I'll get one in the morning. It's like not even hey, I'm going to FaceTime you in 15-minute text. Like it's just a FaceTime.
Yeah, it just, boom, starts on your phone, and it's like, welcome to FaceTime. I'm like, you know who the fuck I've been. I'm not FaceTiming you.
He's always got good energy, though. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Great energy.
Like if you answered the FaceTime and you were fucking on the shitter, completely naked, I don't think he would even comment on it.
He would like it if you were.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
'Cause that's probably where he's doing it from.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you guys got a thing about his birthday party in Virginia Beach.
It's in Chesapeake, which is like 40 minutes away from.
That's
Virginia
even harder
Beach.
than Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Virginia Beach, first of all, you don't have very many direct flights. The only direct flight you have is out of Atlanta, and I can't go to Atlanta because that's Delta, and they don't have me on their airline anymore.
Not well. Doesn't that get lifted
Still?
when?
I don't know. I really don't know.
the mask
They said when the
mandate
mask
sense?
mandate's over, but I think with airlines, it's never going to end because they love the power. They can't help themselves.
Well, the
agree.
individual cities.
I agree.
So
I agree.
the Texas Attorney General just sued the airlines, restaurants, all kinds of people for mask mandates.
Yeah, good.
So
They
we'll
should.
see how it goes.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Ray's birthday. You got to fly into Norfolk, Virginia, or Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and then you got to drive to Chesapeake, which it's not a convenient place to be.
No, and that's the way I feel about birthdays and weddings, where if it's not convenient, fuck off.
Oh, the destination weddings.
Yeah. When
Fuck
Brittany,
off,
when,
dude.
when Brittany and I get married, we're going to do that just to make sure nobody comes.
You'd think it would work though. We tried that in Cape Cod. We got a full house.
No, we're going to like fucking Mykonos or something.
Okay, there you go.
Cape Cod is dope enough that it's like, all right, cool. I'll go to Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's fun.
And not only is it fun, but it's still local and it's still in America.
Well,
where
it's
you're
like
all right.
going to a beach except with a bunch of people from Boston, so they don't care what I look like. I'm not going to get made fun of for not being tan in Cape Cod.
Because you look like everybody from Boston.
I do. I don't. The only thing is I don't sound like them.
No.
But like, I don't get the funny jokes too. Hey man, try some sunscreen. It's like I'm 46. I know. I've been in the sun. Thank you. It's like making fun of someone's name. They've heard it.
Yeah, they've heard it
yeah.
for years and years and years, dude. No need now.
No, and you're not writing anything new.
Yeah, Cape Cod is good enough. Let's see, the ones that I've nixed in the past were Paris was one. And I was like, huh? On a Thursday. Paris on a Thursday. Bob just went to Hawaii on a fucking, what was it, a Tuesday wedding?
Man, who knows what day it is?
Yeah, but it was.
But they do the off Saturday because it's cheaper.
Well, this one I think got pushed because of
Yeah,
COVID.
this was a double COVID push wedding. Like they already had a kid. Their bastard was there.
He was there. So they took the bastard kid to the wedding.
Yeah.
Wait, is it still considered a
Wow.
bastard if you get married before the baby's born?
It does if he's the best man, yeah.
Even though it got like you were pregnant before.
So they were gonna get married before they had the kid, and then they got pregnant.
Well, I got it.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking is, would it have still been a bastard if they had gotten married before the kid was born?
And did they put the bastard in the basket?
The bastard was spent a lot of time in the basket, and I just I'm pretty liberal with my use of bastard. I just like to refer to as many children as possible as illegitimate.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially on their birthdays.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially on
100%.
their
Well, you
fucking
can save a
birthdays.
lot of money on presents you don't buy them.
Yeah.
Tons. And food. Why feed them either?
Well, why would you feed them when they can apparently break off their finger and shove it in their own brain?
Yeah. Well, I said neck, but now,
Neck, whatever.
now that you mention
we
it,
can get to the brain from the neck. That's a long finger.
now that you mention it, well, you just got to tie a couple of them together, I guess.
Yeah, just a few. Just a few little digits together.
Yeah, a little like a set of gory dog tags.
Stab them in there. By the way, we did the hobo advertising show. What was it? The homeless advertising, I think was the name of the episode.
I don't remember, something like that.
With Dion, right? From
yeah.
F1 Firearms.
Yep.
We talked about homeless advertising. We actually did it, want you to know, here over the weekend. If you could pop those pictures up, in case you don't follow our Instagram account or Facebook. Bob, put those on screen. There you go. So we went downtown Austin, did some live homeless advertising there with the fine people.
It's called charity.
It's called charity, Rob.
I
Look into it.
love this idea. It's
Look
brilliant.
into it.
No, when you said you were doing, I thought you were talking about the incident you had with someone trying to break in. I didn't know you were no shit doing free advertising. This is wonderful. That's a brilliant idea.
Jaimin Hadzu is living in Austin now.
Yeah.
What was her favorite?
I think we only had lemon lime. Oh no, he's got a strawberry.
He's got a strawberry shortcake just like you, Rob.
He looks
That's right.
like,
Yeah,
He looks like
I
he's
was going to
having,
wear that same wife beater. Too.
You guys
Yeah.
are twins.
Yeah, basically, except for the sunscreen job.
I think he's having the same or the best time because he had one under his arm too.
Keep going, Rob. There's a better one. There you go. Okay, so somebody had died.
Oh my God.
Somebody was dead, and we grabbed this photo. It's super casual, in the moment, you know. Very independent film.
Somebody died, and so we took this picture about 7 seconds after checking him for loose change.
We took the opportunity to exploit his death, and I think that's key.
I don't think exploiting. I think you're celebrating his life.
Yeah, this is a wake. Maybe he was Irish.
Well, like we were saying,
Because that's what we do when somebody
If
dies.
someone 100 years ago, like you said, we would have assumed he's dead. We bury him.
Yeah, bury him and then get shit faced.
Well, I heard a story too. So being from Montana, there's a lot of many different countries, a lot of Irish heritage up there. But they would say that when the husband died or whatever, they would have a party with his corpse there, and the wife would get shit faced and scream at him. And
Well,
like,
they still do that in northeastern cities with police officers, where they still have a ton of Irish people on their police force. They still do it, like Baltimore does it,
Yeah.
Boston does
and
it.
they party with them.
Yeah,
Oh.
they have the fucking body in the bar, like getting fucking hammered.
I'll take it a step further. There's a country that exhumes the bodies, and then they dress them up for one day of the year. I posted like 5 or 6 pictures on my Instagram of it, and people were like, no way, that's fucking real. And as you keep swiping, you're like, oh my God, this is real. But like, I mean, there's beers, like peace signs, bandana, like it's the whole fucking thing.
Seriously?
Yeah. It appeared
That's
to be
insanity,
like
too.
South America or Central America, and I posted about, I don't know, 8 or 9 pics on there. Because one was like a grandmother. where you're
That's
like,
just
oh,
weird.
Boy. Yeah.
I mean, it's awkward to party with grandma as it is.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause,
Now imagine she's
Nana
dead.
gets fucked up alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's like beer fest where she starts slapping herself in the face with a giant summer sausage. Come on.
Very, very underrated movie.
Yeah,
Beer
it
Fest.
is, yeah.
Beer
A little,
Fest is
a
good.
little long. A little long. It was like 2.5, 3.
They were going to make a weed version of that, but they never got around to it. I don't know why.
They don't make comedies anymore.
Well, that was like 2007 or 8.
That was one of the last ones they pushed through that was like, oh, hey, let's
Well,
have
people
fun.
are afraid to make comedies now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
someone's going to get offended by something.
But now Steve and Farva are doing that Tacoma Fire
That's
Department
good, too.
show.
That's
It's
pretty
really
good.
good.
Yeah, Tacoma PD's good.
And our
He's been on
buddy's
the show.
Our buddy's on that. What's his nuts? The
Steve
Navy
Lemmy?
guy. No, yeah, well, Lemmy's on it. Yeah. God, what's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Navy guy?
Yeah.
Talking about Rob Riggle?
No.
He was there.
A guy
Marine, wasn't he?
he's a comedian that's been on our show a bunch of times.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Hold on.
Good for him.
Navy guys, we were talking about that today. The hardest part of SEAL training is getting your application for the Screen Actors Guild filled out.
And it's more expensive, too.
Yeah.
If you want to sign up for SAG, it's like $2,000.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I have my application still. Actually, I might have it with me. I haven't filled it out yet. I want that card though.
The card does nothing for you.
I know.
You can have
I kind of
mine.
want it. Well, it's like Marriott points. I love having them. I don't use them. I love them though. Like I want them to be like. Do you want a gift from the fucking thing, or do you want the points? I want the points.
Yeah,
I
you
want the
want the
5,000 points.
You always
I
want
don't.
the
What is that
points.
worth in human time? But I don't care.
I'm gonna see.
Jamie Kaler. That's
Jamie Kaler. Yeah.
I just talked to him like 2 weeks ago, and I can't remember his goddamn name.
That's fine. We've done over 1,000 episodes here.
SAG, you get pretty good insurance.
Yeah.
You get
Health
great insurance. I'm trying to see if I still have mine on me. It's not as cool as you think. Like you would hope better. So like my weed card was better in LA.
Yeah.
Like the weed card was awesome.
Oh, that's a weed card, huh?
Yeah. You used to have to get
Oh,
that.
and apparently they don't care if you keep a straight face.
No, they don't care about
That's
anything.
pretty. That looks like it would only be better if they had like one of those fisheye things you look out on your front door as a lens.
Yeah, no, I got no more SAG card anymore. I don't carry that on me. You don't get to use it for anything. You used to get like free shit at the movie theaters.
Yes.
You get nothing.
Yeah. You know, I just saw. So speaking of my wife a minute ago in the power industry, her boss showed me his SAG card because his brothers. Mikey likes it from Life cereal.
No shit.
Yeah, that put like 4 brothers and a sister through college and moved them. Moved them out of the Bronx.
That was a big campaign.
Yeah.
Whenever I see something like that, you're like, oh shit, dude, congratulations.
They still get royalty checks for like $1.75.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But the girl who's progressive, Flo, like,
Oh yeah.
you could say to yourself, hey, would you like to be in a bunch of Oscar movies? We're going to get paid about $30. Or would you like to be Flo
wanna
from
be Flo.
Progressive?
Yes.
And that campaign, I think, has paid her close to $13 million.
Oh, I'm sure. And she's she's famous.
Oh, hugely
She's
famous.
typecast, obviously.
Yeah.
The best
Well,
one
she was
that
in a couple of episodes of Mad Men, I think the 6th season.
Does she?
Yeah, but she hasn't done a whole lot other than that.
Doesn't need to. She's Flo.
Net
No.
worth of about $6 million.
Cool.
Yeah, that's not real.
That's-
None of those celebrity net worths are real, by
It's
the way.
usually about half to a third,
Yeah.
right?
So
So, she's probably worth 18 mil.
She's probably, because last I heard was 13. I worked with Justin Long, who was the Mac guy. Remember those?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a Mac, I'm a Pat PC.
Yeah. But Justin, is that his name?
Yeah, Justin
Because
Long.
what was his character in Zack and Mary Make a Porno? That was one of the best scenes ever. Oh, he was. What was his name? Because it was. Damn, we gotta look that up.
I forget his character
But
name.
I thought you recognized me. That dude was talking about
His name was Brandon.
Brandon St. Randy.
Yeah, St. Randy, yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes in movie history.
He made like $18 million, though, off those Mac commercials.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
And the deal was they would send a plane from Cupertino. Is it Cupertino? They would send it down, and it was once every like month or 2 months. And whenever they said, "Hey, you got to go," you got to go. And they just shot a million commercials, and like he didn't really know which ones were coming up. So,
It was good for him. That was good.
that's a lot of fucking money.
That guy's talented too.
But people hated the Mac guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that he was written that way though, to hate him.
It was, but then people on the street start screaming at you. I'm a Mac, I'm a PC. I remember the Dell guy went through some shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
The Dell guy?
You know, who went through some shit was the Subway guy.
Oh,
Well, he fuck kids. So.
That's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
kids, yeah.
Can't
Jared
do that.
Fogle.
No. Yeah, but that's another thing, like with the sunscreen thing. If you're yelling at him, hey, I'm a PC, like he's heard it.
Yeah.
Back off, man.
Yeah, he's heard it a million
Yeah,
times.
I ran into Michael Winslow, that was the noise guy from Police Academy. I didn't ask him to do one thing because he's done them.
He went on America's Got Talent or some shit recently.
he's talented.
Like last year, I think.
He's good.
That's weird.
Oh, excellent.
I get a great story about him.
I want to hear it.
He was supposed to do a movie of ours, and like we were flying to his house. He lived in Florida. I'm not going to say where. And he was supposed to do this movie. Had not read the script until the night before. Reads the script, and I get a call from his wife, who was, I guess, acting as his manager / agent, and she's, oh my God, he can't do this. There's too many bad words. This is crazy. There's too much nudity, everything else. Flights were booked, hotel was booked, cameras booked, everything. And I'm like, I can hear him whispering in the background, and I go, finally, just put Michael on the fucking phone. Let's just get Michael on the phone. And he goes, look, I'm really sorry I can't do this, and I've been busy, and I didn't get a chance to read this. And I apologize. I'll give the money back or whatever. I'm like, it's not about the money at this point. It's the last scene in the movie and everything else. I'm going to have to rewrite it and reshoot it. And he goes, look, I've got a deal with Bill Cosby on NBC. And so this would go against everything that Cosby believes in. This is before the rapes and all that shit.
I'm assuming that, yeah.
Yeah. So all I wanted to, for years, I've just dreamed about writing him back with, hey, Bill Cosby, your hero, raped a bunch of fucking people, asshole.
I'm assuming you haven't talked to him since.
I have not.
Okay. Bill Cosby.
But your hero can change overnight. So let's not stick to one person.
Well, that's one of the best memes of all time when it's Howard Cosell, O.J. Simpson, and Bruce Jenner. It says, Howard Cosell singing the future, and you are not going to believe this shit.
Cosell was a pimp, though.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever read some of the stories on him, like the books and all that shit?
No, I haven't. I'm going to, though.
Dude, one of the craziest ones was he knew how famous he was, Howard Cosell. And so he's driving through a horrific neighborhood in like Harlem in like the 70s. And he sees these two black kids fighting. And there's a bunch of black people around this fight and whatever. And Cosell is like, stop the car. I'm going to get out. And they're like, no, you're not.
He's going to call the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He goes, I can get these two young men from fight. I can stop them from fighting right now. Just stop the car. And they're like, no, dude, we're not stopping the car in the middle of Harlem. You're a white man or whatever. And he goes, I'm Howard Cosell, damn it.
And you got to figure this before social media. Like, you're no shit famous for being on TV.
Anything. Yeah, yes, dude. And like, there's 3 channels back then.
That's it, yeah.
So they let him. Like
How'd it go?
Demanded he
Stop
stopped the fight.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Howard Cosell and loved Howard Cosell. They stopped fucking fighting, dude, and went on about their business. Howard Cosell used to be able to do shit like that back then.
I have a good story about Evil Knievel. He's from Butte, Montana.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I heard this story from a general named Don Shea, who was a 2-star general, but he was a chaplain, a priest. He was the chief of Army chaplains. And I'm in SEAL training. Like, he came as a general to see me without announcing 2 stars coming, right? So I got some extra attention for that. But we went out to dinner, and he was telling me a story. He's like, you know that, because they were like best friends, I guess. And that's the famous jump where he tried to jump the fountains, and he wrecked famously and breaks every bone in his body.
Yeah.
Well, Don Shea was there as a priest. And he ran out there to his best friend, like he's gonna deliver his last rites. And Evil, dying, said, all right, my family definitely saw this on TV. Quick, somebody get that broad out of my room.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that could be an exclusive right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's great.
His name was Evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
And you always picture he would be banging broads like left and right.
I didn't know the guy. I know his family. And I just, I don't like talking about people I don't know. But the word is he was unique. I guess you have to be.
You have to be. Because if you're chucking yourself off of all that shit, taking pills all the time.
And it's not like he was famous for landing those jumps.
No.
I mean, he landed.
Yeah.
Just not the way he planned.
No. And that's what you remember.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the times he fucked up. I don't remember the jumps that he actually made.
No. I don't think he really did.
And technology has changed so much. We did, Dan and I did that History Channel event for Travis Pastrana.
Yeah.
Where he recreated all of
and he did that same
Knievel's
jump
jumps.
twice, didn't he?
Oh, and it was, because we were there and we were super up close, obviously. Travis landed those with ease.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't
Same
even
bike
a
too, right?
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tech is so much better now in ramp building. And Travis is, I don't even know if he went to high school, but he can do calculus and trigonometry basically in his head.
Oh, yeah.
It's very bizarre. He'll look at a jump and he'll be like, all right, we need to go at that angle, we probably need to go about X miles per
Really?
hour. I'm
And he just like kind of figured it out by
and then he
eyeballing it.
fucking lands them almost always. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's weird.
Well, Eddie Brun, who is Charlie Sheen's stuntman, did the rocket jump over
Yeah.
the Snake River Canyon.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
And that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's just a cool dude. But like people have done that. Look, Pastrana doing the same jump like how many times? Twice in one night with the same bike?
He did three
jumps. Yeah.
He did 3 different jumps, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's some modern day shit too. If you're wearing stuff that says Red Bull all over it, you're probably good at what you're doing. You're probably a master of your craft.
Yeah.
If it's on your parachute, you've done this before.
well, he jumped out of a plane without a parachute one time for them.
That's right. Shit.
Red Bull did it. What was I know the guy.
Shit.
It was Travis.
No, it was Travis, but there was another dude.
Nah, there was a dude that did it first. It
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
I think it was the same dude that jumped from like 23 miles up too.
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy who
Yeah,
did
it
from
is.
space.
It is.
I can't remember his goddamn
I
name.
remember his name and I know the guy. What an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Look it up, Rob.
Luke
See
Akins.
this guy's. Okay.
Luke Akins,
yeah. That's it.
But he did the jump, out in Arizona without a parachute. And you could see him practice going to his back because they say the net's, 100 by 100 foot, which sounds big in his room.
Yeah.
25 grand, man. We don't want a stiff wind. But yeah, he did that and he did the spaceship one. Yeah.
That shit's fucking crazy. So is the squirrel suit shit.
Yeah.
I don't
The
have
ones
any
with
desire to do that.
It's like nothing now to jump out of a plane and land in another plane. I mean, not nothing, but they make it look easy. I'm not doing this shit.
Well, I mean, the squirrel suit though is almost like a hey-ho thing, right? It's not that much different. You're
It
just
looks like it seems to me. I've never done it, but it seems like they can manipulate their altitude to stay near the cliffs. But
Yeah.
I mean, you got to figure you fuck up a little bit, it's over.
sure. Well, if you're doing it low,
Yeah.
but if you're using it as an insertion method, it's probably pretty good.
it's probably awesome, yeah.
Because you're such a small signature
Yeah.
at that point, and you're able, like, if you're just going down like this, not that hard to see what's going on. But if you're
You're zipping across
a
the
couple
sky,
miles
yeah.
away going like this,
Yeah.
it looks like a fucking UFO or a bird or some shit.
Yeah, I was talking about the base jumpers.
Oh yeah,
I
fuck
mean that looks awesome.
Now you
And-
see those guys going through like
Yeah,
the
the
canyons
ravines and
or the
stuff.
ravines in Italy and shit, where they're like navigating in between.
Yeah,
like
no,
fuck that.
No.
Oof. There was a guy at Jared's house one time who that's what he did was base jumping. But I go, hey dude, aren't you worried you're gonna die? Like eventually you're gonna die doing all this crazy shit. And he goes, that's part of the risk of the job. And I go, well, who's paying you? Well, no one, And he's like, well, I get sponsors from different things or whatever. And I'm like, if you stay alive. And I go, do you have any videos of the people who got chopped up doing this shit? And he goes, oh yeah, dude, I got the worst videos if you want to see them. And I was
They're all friends. All the guys that
Oh,
do
yeah,
that
the
all
guys
know
are
each
small.
other.
It's a
they're
small-
all close.
it's
So
a
I was
small-
like, let's go.
Did they show you something?
Oh, some of the gnarliest shit I've
I'm
ever
sure.
seen.
I'm sure.
Somebody got decapitated.
Yeah.
And then the chute opened, like the chute came open later, whatever, and it was just a wire, And then the body just kept going. So all this guy's friends and family were watching the decapitated body on the parachute
I'm
going
actually
super
fine.
slow.
I'm actually fine with that. Like, I don't want to jump off a 180-foot building, deploy my parachute late, and get paralyzed. But if I get decapitated or
that's-
smashed
yeah.
into the side,
Yeah.
you're not going to feel anything.
It'll
It
be
was
one of
really
those deaths
quick.
that's probably
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah, super quick.
Yeah, severing your spinal cord, it's over. You're not feeling it. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of shock from the crowd, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're also trying to figure it out of like, wait, his body's still going. It's just his
You
head
got
wasn't
this.
touched.
He has time to grow a new head.
That's what we're saying.
Everybody pray or whatever.
It's a minute and a half before he hits the ground. You might be able to have a new head grow
I think
out
you
of
can do it. You just got to fucking slather on some stem cells. And
If you believe in yourself too, you also
You too can grow a second head.
keeping a positive attitude is a big part of it.
A big part. It's all mental. Growing your head back. Yeah, but those base jumpers too. Well, even like the free solo, the dude that climbed.
I get as soon as you said it, I got sweat on my hands.
Yeah, me too. Well, but
shit.
like so that was badass. What's the face in why am I forgetting all this stuff?
He
You
won
just
the
said-
Oscar.
Yeah, excellent one. But then there's another one about they're called The Alpinist. And it's this
Yeah, I've seen
kick-ass
that.
ice climber.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it on an airplane, and the fucker dies at the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the shit?
Yeah. Is it weird that's why I watched free solos? I was hoping he would die.
I don't know, man. My hands are. I couldn't do that because it's too sweaty.
Free solo,
dude,
is
I
that
can't.
about Hope Solo?
I wish. God, I wish we could show that.
Because she already
that
freed
Oh,
photo.
free
him.
solo, yeah.
She already freed.
Have you seen Hope Solo's nudes?
No.
Oh, we talk about him on the show all the
Let's
time.
just skip it.
No. Pull up that catcher's mitt shot for Rob. So she led with a beehole pick.
What?
Yeah.
No, she did it on purpose. Like someone didn't catch her.
Yeah. No. She got hacked.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It was
So-
the fap.
But she's sending someone the butthole.
Yeah. That was the one she led with.
Hey, good for her. I tell you what, you got confidence in your ass doing that.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that from another friend. You haven't seen in a while.
You're definitely trying to send a message, and it's not that she doesn't like.
Yeah,
to get
I'm just
fucked in the
saying.
ass.
After this, we FaceTime Ray Kashgar 3 assholes.
Oh, I am definitely down. I'm definitely
He'd
down.
answer, and again, like you said, he wouldn't bat an eye.
No.
Oh, it makes sense that I can
Nah,
see
he
all your
would be
O-rings.
hitting that little white button trying to take pictures of it.
Yeah, and it would be on his Instagram a screenshot of 3 assholes and
3
him.
blurred out assholes.
I'm definitely. Is Joel here? He takes great photos.
No, he's not here.
I'll,
today.
I'll have him take a classy black and white of my asshole. and
But
we
you
can
got to do
send
the
that
goat
Ray.
though. You got this scrote hanging out.
Yeah.
I'll give a little scrot.
Yeah.
A little tease. A little grump.
The fruit bowl.
A little grump. What's the worst nude you've received?
the worst nude I've received.
Well, he's a Navy SEAL, so mostly pictures of dicks from his buddies, probably.
Of course.
Yeah, dick pics,
What was
yeah.
what was the
Or
worst?
weird nut. Like,
Well, not the weirdest dick pic, but the weirdest semi-dick experience is when we found it's in a couple books. We found a huge dildo in an abandoned hotel. Like they were squatting in there, and it was bolted up against the wall. And at first, guys like, "Hey, we're in Miami," and it's like, "Dude, this isn't a hot chick using this." Okay.
Yeah, no.
This is so.
was it a load-bearing beam that it was attached
Oh
to?
yeah, dude, they had a stud finder for sure. So the motherfuckers are backing themselves in on it, and they're sharing the coke. No one's hiding in the bathroom doing this shit.
Yeah.
But so we're doing training runs, we're doing demo. Then the dick is gone. Someone took it. And then it started showing up places. It would be taped to your rental car steering wheel. But the best one was we were training, we're doing gas mask run, CQB. And so you're hot and sweaty fucking running this stupid gas mask because we're obviously going to go to a nuclear and biological chemical war because someone's going to make money off it. So we got to train in gas masks because fuck us, right? So we're doing runs all day. We get back we're getting ready to shower up, and in this dude's cage is a Polaroid of his gas mask with the dick in it.
Yes.
Like he's been running hot. With straight up.
Applause. Can we get some applause for that, please? There we go.
Thank you.
That's big.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a pretty good story. So dick pics themselves, no, but like you'd find things like that here and there.
Okay, because I consider myself a connoisseur. The audience now knows to send me time codes of movies of when I can see dick. Male nudity makes me laugh so hard, and I'm going to give a shout out to an audience member. So one of our listeners said they gave me the exact time code for Nightmare Alley.
Isn't that just Mr. Skin?
No, they don't have Mr. Skin anymore. I don't believe.
Really?
Look out, Bob. Is there Mr. Skin still exists? Anyways,
I used to tell people you can find me on my emails, rob@trunkswithhunks.com. Hunks with trunks. Hunks with trunks. That's what it is.
Mr. Skin is still alive.
Is it really?
Can't put it up on screen, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
definitely don't put it up on screen.
a listener hit me up and said, "Hey, if you want to see Bradley Cooper's dick, watch."
And who doesn't?
Nightmare Alley. So I did. I watched Nightmare Alley. It was on, just came on HBO. Great movie, and then they gave me the time code for it, and so you get to see part of his hog, not the whole thing, because it was kind of submerged. So because it's in water. He's in a tub. He's taking a bath, and he's about to get jacked off by Toni Collette. Great actress.
That's a hell of a scene.
Great actress.
Oh, yeah, they got to be.
And so you do get to see it, but it's kind of Loch Nessy. But I just know that I appreciated that. I appreciated that a lot. Euphoria, though, I haven't gone down the rabbit hole of that, but I heard there's a lot of dicks in that, and then a lot of nudity.
What was we were talking about TV shows earlier. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. What's that damn? They go to an action movie, Thunder Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thunder Gun
And
Express.
then what's the dude's name? The actor?
Is it not Dolph Lundgren?
But whatever his name is.
I don't remember, but he hangs dong.
Yeah, they were saying in the fifth one's like he is hung dong in every episode,
Yeah.
except for this one.
Yeah.
Hung dong is one of the best lines I've ever heard.
You watch Righteous Gemstones?
I started. I need to get it back.
A lot of dicks. A lot of dicks in that one.
It's a lot of dick going on.
Yeah, and then they'll surprise you. Like last night's episode, the father was telling the kid he never wanted to see him again. And that was bad enough.
Yeah.
And then he goes, no. I want you to look at my ass because this is the last time you're going to see this ass the rest of your life. The old man pulls down his pants all the way to the ground, and you just see this old, saggy ass. I mean, drops all the way to the knees.
Well, yeah.
And then the kid's just staring at it, and then he pulls up the pants and just starts laughing and then walks out
Was
the
it
door.
John Goodman's ass?
No, I wish. I haven't seen Goodman's ass.
It's been months.
Yeah. But and then he walks out the door, and sure enough, he never sees him again.
Never sees him again. He shows him his ass.
That's the last
He's
image
like-
you
it's
have
like-
from your father. Do you know how much that would haunt you?
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's like when you're in elementary school. There's that one kid that has to pull his pants to his ankles to pee. It's disturbing.
Pee with your pants down.
Pee with your pants down.
But if you get older, it's a power move.
Oh yeah, like in a Giants game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hanging dong out there, baby.
Jared, Matt, and I did it one time. Urinal, full ball game. It's packed in there. Go all the way to the knees. And somebody in another urinal over did recognize it, and he goes, "Hey man, appreciate that power move." Dude." And
That's
I go,
true.
You bet.
My big. I fly quite a bit. One of my favorite moves in the airport is look over the urinal and go, "That's a lovely watch."
Does anybody ever say anything?
Yeah,
back?
they get creeped out a little bit, especially since COVID, because I got to pull my mask down.
Yeah. I'll make groaning noises in the stalls, so whenever we travel, I will just really, but like horrific noises.
Yeah,
And it just-
they sounded like it.
Yeah, and then I won't stop until, obviously I finish and then leave.
Oh, the power move.
It's a nice power
It's a
move.
nice power move. I love that he recognized it. It's like the beta wolf recognizing the alpha. Like, all right.
Yeah. But the guy, so when we were at the funeral, he did look over, and then my son, because I got kids. You don't have kids yet, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I have daughters, though. It's just awkward if I have teenage girls. In the
okay,
room.
yeah.
Read that article.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it depends right? on how you identify, I guess.
Oh, how fucked up is that, too? See, we were joking up until that. People actually do that shit. I just saw the story about a camp counselor they found.
Yeah.
Identified as a woman, so she's sleeping.
There was multiple dudes that that considered themselves non-binary, so they were sleeping with the young women, like in the same cabin.
The same cabin.
Jesus
Dude, and
Christ.
I'm as far as that shit, we did this conversation, took a left turn. You do you. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. When you start affecting other people like that, you got to stop.
Yeah, but nobody's going to say anything.
No, they're afraid of it.
And that's the problem.
Well-
Like with the pen swimmer, they're just letting her destroy fucking records, and everybody's just like,
They're afraid to say anything. Anyone says anything, they're worried they'll never get hired in the real world because they're transphobic.
Yeah, and the oddest thing about that is ESPN has reached out to her multiple times to do interviews, a comment,
Nothing, huh?
something, nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
I
Like
don't
if you were proud or the first to do something or whatever, and really trying to change the game, you figure you'd do more press. It's strange.
It is weird. And also, so there's another trans swimmer that was a woman, transitioned to be a man, and is kicking people's ass.
As a woman.
As a man, though, right?
No.
No.
She's-
Am I wrong on both?
that dude is still going up against women.
Women, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No, it's
So the only person to beat the pen swimmer was another
A dude.
Yes.
Okay.
well,
Another
no,
dude who
but it was a
switched over.
woman.
I thought it was a woman that transitioned
that
to a man.
transitions to men,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he used to be a girl, and now he's crushing people.
But he's crushing people in the women's category.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't read enough, apparently. I'm just waiting for the first woman to transition to the NBA and start dunking.
That's what
Joanna Man,
we've
yeah.
talked about this a million times.
Yeah.
Like,
They literally
think
made
you're
a movie about it.
I think
They
you're,
actually did, didn't they?
you're only 5 years away. That's my guess.
All right.
5
It's
to
gonna be
7
some,
years.
It's going to be some retired dude that couldn't, like.
No, but I'm saying a
hack
woman
it.
go to the NBA, not a dude go to the WNBA.
Oh.
Oh no, we're talking about a dude going to the
Yeah,
WNBA.
that's not happening. There's only 15.
I'll tell you what. If a dude transitions to a woman and plays the WNBA,
I'll watch.
I'm going courtside every game.
Every game.
Yes.
That'll be rad.
He's just gonna be dunking on
I
people.
want her to score 200 points again.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to say 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
I think Steph Curry should do it.
Bombing threes.
Just shooting with the slightly smaller,
smaller ball.
basketball, he can shoot from half court every time and make it.
There's a girl playing in college right now. Is it Illinois that's chucking up?
Iowa.
Is it Iowa?
Yeah.
She's on no shit chucking up like from the logo.
Yeah.
And she's hitting. Good for her. That's a legit.
Really?
What's
Yo,
her name?
Yeah, she should be a household name with some of the moves. And she's a sophomore. Fucking killer. She's really good.
Somebody broke the record the other day and dropped, 61 points or 63 or something like that in a college game, a chick.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You got the highlights of her popping
Yeah,
off?
hold on.
Oh, they're insane.
Right here.
I don't know if
Twitter, hold on.
we can't show. Yeah, we'd have to Twitter it, right?
Yeah.
Can't show those on screen.
They're impressive. Picture a chick with great hair hitting from half court consistently. That
No
I
shit.
just highlight it for you.
Is she hot?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a married 46-year-old man.
But if you
I'm
want,
proud of her collegiate
Damn.
career.
okay.
If I was 10 years younger, would I smash? It all depends on how many strawberry shortcakes I had.
That's off the dribble from the logo.
Yeah, no
She's saying
kidding.
that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
harder.
It's impressive. Oh, yeah, she's in traffic. So they're double teaming her. They might even have like a triangle one or boxing two or whatever.
She's been double teamed then.
Yeah. Yes, you can. She can legitimately say she's been double teamed.
How many points does she average?
I don't know, but she scored. She was in the 50s that game, or maybe high 40s.
Shit.
Yeah, she's legit. She's legit.
I think if you're going to change that sport and make it exciting and actually have people show up, you've got to have some form of Steph Curry.
Oh yeah.
In there, something to get excited about because you're not dunking.
No. But I mean, look at Steph Curry with the takes a shot, turns around to the crowd like it's going in.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But he's completely changed the game.
Yeah.
And I know Giannis the other night said at the NBA All-Star game, was like, dude, you ruined the dunk contest. Because
of threes.
Yeah, because of threes, and everybody shows up to watch people bomb threes now, and it's a totally different game.
It is, yeah.
And it's the truth. I just think people are pussies and don't want to enter the dunk contest.
She scores 26.8 a game.
Okay.
Holy shit.
As a sophomore.
That's a lot.
26.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, so
Is she white?
Yeah.
there were really good dunks.
We got a
in
good
the
hockey
fucking,
out there.
There were really good dunks in the All-Star game last night.
Oh, were there?
Yeah, all the people that you would expect to be in the dunk contest.
That's
are
why.
just dunking in the actual All-Star game. Like John Morant had a fucking alley-oop 360.
That's a fun game to watch when they're playing each other, but they're not that competitive and they want to see the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. Remember that Vince Carter dunk in the Olympics where he left over that guy? I saw a meme today that said he always carries an EpiPen because some people, it turns out, are allergic to nuts. Literally put his nuts in his face. That's
yeah.
I'll tell you what. Another power move.
And that guy
if you can do
was-
that with your pants around your ankles, it's over.
It's over.
Zach LaVine did one too. I mean, that's if you were having a dunk contest today, it would probably be one of those two guys that would win. If everybody had to participate, right? It'd probably be one of those two guys. They're the most explosive dudes in the league.
LeBron never did it all these years.
because he's not that great of a dunker. He's just a big.
Why? I think he's 6'10"? Because I mean, the taller the guy, that it's not as impressive as like a Spud Webb cranking it out of
I think
5'6".
he's 6'8", and like he's done a lot of.
He gets
like,
up.
Oh yeah, and
Now he's got
does
great
these-
leaping ability. I don't. But
he does these crazy dunks pregame and then won't do it.
No,
in the dunk
it's
contest.
power though. He's a powerful dude.
Yeah, I just think he doesn't want to lose. Where it's one of those things where if LeBron actually got in it and lost the dunk contest,
Yeah,
it'd
true.
be bad for the brand.
Yeah, could be.
And that's
Yeah.
my guess.
No, it could be. There's literally nothing for him to gain and everything for him to lose. Yeah.
No, and I think it's the same thing with a lot of these like weird boxing matches you're seeing now, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh hey, why won't you get in this? Because we've asked like some of our more like super famous friends of like fighter wise,
Yeah.
why don't you get in this? And he's like, man, I don't want to end up a meme.
No shit, too, huh?
Everybody's afraid
Yeah.
to end up a meme.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's a puncher's chance. You get hit in the jaw, you go out. What'd you gain? I mean, I'm glad if you're fighting for $100 million. Fuck it, I'll do it.
I mean, look at Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Like, would you go in there and take
How much we
$5 million
$5 million to get knocked out?
by Jake Paul? Yeah.
No.
Really?
$5 million? Well, think about it. Yeah, okay. So we are recording this. Yeah, fuck it. $5 million, I'll fight him.
what state?
What state? Florida.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
not California.
But you got to figure though nowadays. Now though, it's not a big deal to get knocked out by Jake Paul because he's legit. Like he can throw a punch.
Well, I
think.
mean, if you stand there and put your hands at your sides, he could definitely knock you out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it seems to me like it's. I mean,
he's got a lot. He's got knockout power.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they're in shape and they're legit. The brothers are really fighting. Like they're training. I think it's cool. And again, $5 million still. If we can get more, I'd definitely do it. But figure the entertainment value and the amount of money they're bringing in just on a business level. That's impressive. That's cool with these guys.
Well, until this last one. Like
Yeah.
the with Tyron Woodley, I think they only got like 65,000 pay-per-views. That's not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about this Ukraine-Russia thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any inside info, and do you think this is going down?
Inside info, not necessarily.
Yeah, you're a Russian agent, right?
But yeah, yeah.
Anybody that doesn't,
KGB.
no, anybody that doesn't
yeah.
want to go to war with Russia
a
right
Russian
now is
agent.
a Russian agent.
Yeah.
No, I mean Putin's smart, and he has wanted to take down the dollar since the collapse of the Soviet Union. He didn't forget. He's a KGB officer, then he was a president, the prime minister, and the president again. And he's running the show, and he knows it. And he wants to crush the dollar. He knows.
By the way, Boris Yeltsin is the guy, or I'm sorry, Mikhail Gorbachev is the one that put him into power.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he, in 90, 91, when when the USSR was falling, he kind of hid in the cut, made deals with the Russian oligarchs, of which there are about 6 or 7. I think one of them got murdered recently. So
No, a lot of them do, yeah.
6. And he's the one that basically installed Putin as president, right? Like this has been their plan the whole time. The problem with American politics is we think that the world resets every 4 years.
Oh,
It doesn't.
yeah. No,
That's just not
there's no
how
way
any
this-
other place in the world works except for us.
Right.
Well, and it's a power move. And he sees this administration. He sees what a lot of Soviet influence has done to our country based on beating America without firing a shot. So he can make himself look strong. Not that it's hard to look strong against this administration. But he's doing. I don't think he wants to govern Ukraine. He definitely wants influence, which he already has, but he knows he can stretch us thin. It's also, if you think that China and Russia aren't talking based on Taiwan, this is like shiny object. Olympics, oh, Ukraine, oh, then boom. I think China taking Taiwan has a lot. We should be more interested in that as far as our defense. I mean, we should be interested in the southern border primarily. Then it'd be Taiwan somewhere down the road. But the Ukraine, not a democracy, not a part of NATO, no interest whatsoever.
Well,
And,
the U.S. border czar is over in Germany right now talking to the Ukraine.
yeah, I saw that.
guy.
Yeah, so the border czar for Mexico is over in Munich, talking to basically nobody.
Well, she was talking to the Ukrainian government about their border.
Yeah, well, yeah. She should because she knows everything about borders.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's saber rattling, which it could turn into an invasion. They'll lightning fast take Kiev, but they're kind of like are waiting on a. It's almost like they're going to make you instigate. So they're testing missiles. They're hitting a few things. Once Ukraine responds, they can then. Well, we had to defend ourselves with 190,000 people that we put on your border. They're acting in self-defense. The problem, but see, I think that Putin is smart enough to realize it's not the invasion. It's going to be the insurgency afterwards. And they dealt with it. We dealt with it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter your intentions. You're an occupier.
Yeah. Here's it's not just the U.S. that spawned all this though. Over the last 10 years, Germany has shut down 5 of its nuclear power plants because they're trying to go green. Now their energy prices are out of control and they're continuing to rise. And there's going to be Russia can turn that faucet off whenever they feel like it. So this is a mirror. It's just fucking stupidity. Maybe it's leftism. Maybe it's microwave culture or whatever. But it's the same thing that happened with Bagram Air Base. Before we took our people out, we gave up our best asset in the country, right? And Germany, before it figured out a way to wean itself off of fossil fuels, which is not going to happen for 50 fucking years, by the way. Before they figured that out, they shut down all their nuclear plants, and now they are dependent on Russia for energy. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So this whole thing where Kamala Harris is going to Germany to try to have a tough talk with these people. Germany has to capitulate to Russia now. Otherwise, they lose their ability to fund or fuel their country.
Well, they're even saying, too, if you do, we will turn off the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which is the new one. It's well, first of all, you should have done that first.
Yeah.
Never turn off the Keystone pipeline here. I mean, if you're serious about shit, all you got to do is tell the truth and then act on it. But we won't do that because of this is something that happens when you put climate change as your number one. Our number one thing for defense is we're gonna.
Didn't Austin say that in 2019?
But you got to figure we're gonna die quicker of climate change restrictions and laws than we will from climate change. We're gonna kill ourselves. Cutting off your own head trying to grow one back.
Yeah, it's really everything we do is fucking stupid.
Yeah. So let's say it does go down. Do we respond and do anything? Do we
Now,
send
see, me,
troops?
no. I would say no. Based on all the people, former four-star generals who are going to make a fuck ton of money, yes. I mean, why do you leave everything behind in Afghanistan? Well, we got to build more. Who's our buddy that we can put that $100 million contract to? It's follow the money, man. I used to not believe in this shit. I used to believe in the apple pie American flag, do or die. Fuck that. We're lining someone's pockets. I didn't get 11 shots of anthrax before Iraq because they were worried about anthrax. Someone's got a lot of money in that company making that fucking thing. Mandatory vaccines. Well, heard that shit
the only
before.
anthrax that ever showed up was in the U.S. in the mail, right?
Yeah.
That's the only
Seriously.
place we ever ran into it. Never
And you don't
over
even know
there.
who sends that shit. I'm not a big believer in conspiracy theories, but the older I get, the more people I meet.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Where you're like, did this really come from somebody, or how did this work out?
I don't know. It's like,
And where do you get anthrax, and how do you handle it?
Yeah.
But all
Where's
this,
a normal person in Alabama gets some
I
anthrax?
saw a sign in a bathroom that said, "Don't do anthrax in here by yourself." I'm assuming I start with that guy.
yeah,
But
no, this is all going towards a single direction. It seems these decisions seem stupid, right? Like, why the fuck would you do that? That's going to fuck us up. Well, maybe they want us fucked up, right? Maybe the World Economic Forum wants us a little fucked up, so we have to depend on them for energy.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we've got it. We're
why do you think during a lockdown, one of the things that's a necessary business, or whatever they called it, was the liquor store?
essential.
Essential workers,
yeah.
liquor stores, mail-in voting, keep them drunk, pay them once in a while, make sure they vote.
Yeah, unfortunately, with inflation,
I followed one of those.
The stimulus checks that they've given out are now like basically in the negative. You're still in the negative.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you got every single stimulus check, you're still in the negative.
They're
now.
still sending them, by the way.
Yeah, well.
So you're still getting money. A lot of these people are like, oh, holy shit, I forgot about that. That's a thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, they didn't ask for it either. What would happen if we just said, hey, we don't care? If Biden got on TV, let's say Russia took over Ukraine or invaded Ukraine, and then Biden just got on TV and said, well, we wish him the best, but that's not our problem.
Well, I mean, Europe should be able to handle it. This is one of those things where, Europe is supposed to be paying 2.5% of the GDP for NATO. They laugh at us.
Yeah.
And we pay.
Germany hasn't paid their bills in, I think, 6
No.
years on that.
No. And,
it's them and
Really?
the French. Yeah. It's them and the French that negotiated the Minsk Protocol, not us. We had nothing to do with that shit. It wasn't NATO. It wasn't us. It was the French and Germans with a fucking outside arbiter who did this deal between Ukraine and Russia for Russia to leave, right? We had nothing to do with any of that shit. And all of a sudden, everybody's like, well, what's the U.S. going to do about that? Nothing. Fuck you.
We get nothing from
Get
them.
your shit together, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, and if you look around the world, too, because obviously we're playing the world police, there are countries like Russia, like China, that are paying 10% of what we pay, and they're getting stronger than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, we love to use the word in the military redundancy. Well, we need to have redundancy. It's like, no, you're idiots for having 6 of the same projects,
Yeah.
and knock off the stupid shit. Like, are you giving the guy bullets as he go into the range in the gym? Does he know how to do his tactics? Cut that other shit out. But they don't. We won't. We never will. I mean, the Pentagon, it's a huge, we used to call it the 5-sided wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Because they're really not doing much. It was there for World War II. And now it's like, if you're not a 3-star general, you can't get a parking spot. For what?
Yeah.
For a nice picture and everyone calls you sir, someone carries your fucking bags.
We spend $800 billion
It's
a
nice
year.
though, Rob.
I bet it is.
Like our default budget, not including black probes and anything extra that gets authorized throughout the year, is about $800 billion.
Yeah, $800 billion.
It's fucking, well, why, dude?
Well, and again, too, it all goes down, if you go from the macro to the micro level, it's all because we need to spend everything to justify our budget.
Yeah,
You
it's
hear
the
it all
same
time.
thing in the federal government, yeah. I mean, you get a notice. If you're a chief, if you're a GS-13 or above, you get a notice about a month or two before the end of the fiscal year, so in August typically, saying, hey, you've spent this amount of your budget, here's what it was last year, here's what it is this year, and here's how much you have left this year. And they're like, oh shit, we better spend all this money, otherwise they're going to take it away from us next year.
That's
But
where you find
isn't that every business though? Because Hollywood's the same way. If you don't spend those budgets, then they don't give you them.
It is,
for
but
the next one.
the better way to handle it is to bonus out the top tier level people if you don't use the budget, right?
Because then they're gonna make sure they budget.
Yeah, and also make the budgeting, the on the fly budgeting process easier. I mean, if we have a fucking hurricane or flood or something like that, there should be money around for stuff like that. You know what I mean? We shouldn't just spend it on whatever just in case. It should roll over from one year to the next.
Yeah, well, then never
Like
heard of it. There's no surplus.
No, your budget should, like, let's say you got a $100 million budget for your agency, whatever it is, and you spend $80 million this year. Well, next year you got $120, just in case. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if it rolls over to the next year, it keeps rolling over.
Imagine that.
And then after a couple years, maybe you set a cap. Like, we're not going to have $800 billion in this account, but if it gets up to 200, everything else just goes back into the pool. It's really easy to solve these fucking problems, but nobody has the desire to solve them, right? They just want to spend the money.
When is the last time the government said, well, we made this project for this problem. Hey, we solved it. Now we're disbanding this. It's never going to happen.
No, the Department of Homeland Security still exists.
Yeah, there's no money in the cure. There's money in throwing money at the problem.
There's 180,000 employees of the Department of Homeland Security now.
Holy shit.
180,000.
God damn.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It started out at 150.
That's a big boy number. I had no idea. I always thought it
That's
was
just civilian employees. That's not including the Coast Guard and some of these other agencies that got looped in later. But there's 22 different agencies that are part of Homeland Security.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like with any budget, though. I remember last year when we had the storms here in Texas, a lot of the pipes burst, and there was no plows, no salt for the road.
It's 240,000 employees.
Whoa.
Oh, great. Great.
It went up since we just said that.
Yeah. 60,000 people just got hired.
You're creating jobs like a motherfucker over there.
I'm trying.
But I remember, when the snowstorm happened here, and we didn't have plows or salt or any of that bullshit last year, and they're like, oh, man, you should keep some on hand. It was like, no, how are you going to get that passed through a budget? Hey, we get snow once a year. We need to keep these on standby. Or during COVID, when they were like, oh, we should have had ventilators. We should have had all these masks stockpiled and everything else. No. Who's going to approve that budget? How do you justify
George W. Bush.
Yeah.
For what? What did he have?
He created a national stockpile that then kind of deteriorated under the Obama administration.
But what happened? What was in it?
Ventilators, all kinds of shit for like an influenza type of situation. Yeah.
Shit.
He read a book about the flu, like the 1918 influenza, and was like, "What? Every 100 years?" And
get out of here.
Yeah, and then stocked it up, and then that was budget cut after budget.
That
cut.
might be the only fucking reasonable thing
Holy
that man
shit.
did in his entire life.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's get some applause for Bush. For W. There you go.
Wow, I didn't know that.
There it is. That's a soft applause. You're light on the applause today. Delco, you're not really impressed by a lot.
Never am.
Classic fucking Delco. Jesus Christ.
But see, the surplus, too, is like thinking ahead because I'm a big believer that panic is contagious. Like, we don't need something till we need it. And I'm convinced that the great toilet paper debacle of 2020 was simply because some asshole saw another asshole buy all the toilet paper.
Yeah.
And then he had a freak and go to Walmart, buy the rest of it. Some asshole saw him do that, and they all started buying it.
Did you?
Did I? No, I have those Toto toilets that squirt your butt.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yes, worth their weight in gold.
Tushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tushy, I think, is that's more of a porn site.
No, it is. But Tushy makes a fucking bidet.
Oh, do they?
Makes a bidet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
beautiful
brilliant.
bidet.
Those are brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a bidet guy.
Yeah, big time.
Speaking of your asshole,
Yeah.
you've got a new show starting on our network here pretty soon.
Yeah, we are in the works right now. It's going to be a podcast, and I think we're going to call it The Operator because I like that motto. My book, The Operator, is not I'm not calling myself that.
Right.
It's I think the operator is anyone who gets the fuck out of bed, makes or doesn't make their bed, but then gets after it, goes to work. Like me being the decent shaped guy that couldn't swim that became a Navy SEAL, you can do anything. You can do anything except regrow a head if you put your mind to it. So the operator is the dude that can come fix your fucking HVAC or your plumbing.
Right.
The operator is the guy that joins the Marine Corps, the soldier. The dude that gets straight A's and goes to the Air Force Academy flight, or the truckers. That's the life of the operator. So I think it'd be kind of cool, the realization of it doesn't really matter where you are in life. We all have very, very common traits. Like we've all had our first day somewhere and been nervous.
Yeah.
I'm not, and everything is uncomfortable until it's not.
Yeah.
And you can get used to anything. So it's kind of like, I just want to call it the Operator Podcast because I think it'd be fun to do anything from, interviewing military guys to interviewing comedians to interviewing anybody.
Yeah.
And just to hear, because life happens around you as you're making a plan. And I want to hear how you got here. What were you doing to get here? That kind of thing. So I think it'd be fun. This is a great crew, obviously.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get some pretty unique guests on there, I guess.
And it'd be fun to, if I'm not doing well, I just come here for a few days and we have cheesecake and talk like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have hard AF seltzer and then just get fucking rocked and do this.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great idea for a podcast because you're right. It does lend itself to any job in this world. Anything. Because you are nervous doing something.
Anything. And like even with, I think what's relatable is because people will say to me like, well, you were a Navy SEAL. Oh, sorry. Once a SEAL, always a SEAL. I was like, no, I'm not a Navy SEAL. I was. I'm not a high school student. I was in college, but I'm not. Right. So I'm not a SEAL anymore. And it's like, then everyone can sort of do that. Plus, I'm so tired of talking about Osama bin Laden. I want to ask the questions for a change. It's like, I get that shit. I got comments on my social media. Oh, I'm Rob ONeill. Haven't talked about bin Laden for 3 minutes. It's like, guess what? Every motherfucker I meet every single day of my fucking life asks me about.
Every day.
Every single day.
And whenever we see people in the street when you've been on the show, they're like, oh man, you're the guy who killed bin Laden. What did he say after the show was over? And I was like, not a lot. We got fucked up and watched the World Series.
I always get a question too. It's the same thing with the jokes about your name, and you've already heard it.
Yeah.
I dare you to ask me a question I haven't heard. So I'll be on stage. I do public speaking, and I'll wait. I love when it's a huge crowd. They'll say, "Have you ever thought about your safety?" And I want to be like, no, I was a Navy SEAL for 17 years. I've never thought of, but I'll say, well, I'm kind of a point target. Like you got to find me, as opposed to like if they're not going to wait outside a building in New York when they could walk to Times Square.
Yeah.
And I go, so they're going to kill me in a horrific suicide bombing attack. They're going to wait until I'm in a room full of Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see them go. Like, so not any more worried than you should right now.
This room?
Yeah.
Did you see bin Laden's dick?
You know what? I could have. I didn't look though.
Oh, why not?
God damn it! That would have been the Trump of all dick pics.
See, nobody is.
That would have been a power move. Get a picture of his
damn
asshole,
it, dude. If it was you and his dick, and it was like, hey, dude, not his face.
Hey, why haven't they released the pictures? Well, there's one reason.
Just put the dick and asshole picture on Twitter and let people Photoshop it for the rest of the.
My God, that's a good idea.
Oh, you blew it, dude. I mean, it was fine to kill him and all, but like, you didn't get a dick pic?
Here I am looking for heroin and gold, and I didn't think I'd get a dick pic.
Yeah.
But think about it. Like,
So nobody's ever asked you that question before.
Boom.
boom.
There it was. Look how that took 1 minute.
Yeah,
We got
but
it.
like I'm an extraordinary individual.
That's incredible, though.
Right.
No one has ever asked me that.
I do a lot of drugs.
We started the show with Bradley Cooper's dick.
Yes.
And now that we brought up Bin Laden's, here's the thing. You would search Bin Laden's dick way more than you would Bradley Cooper's.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he had a bunch of weird porn, but it was mostly to encrypt like SWIFT transactions.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit,
There
right?
was different transactions, different missions they're getting across the border because it's nothing to bring porn across the border.
Yeah.
And he had that herbal Viagra. I think one of the funniest things about Bin Laden though is he had his 2 old wives downstairs and he kept the hot one upstairs.
Yeah.
that's another big dick.
Well, you
move.
just,
Power move.
You just
Yeah.
rotate 'em.
Power move.
As soon as the wife gets unhot, she goes to the downstairs floor, and you
And then you get a new one.
build
They-
a new wing of the compound.
They did make a good joke, though. After the hit, we were listening to some of their conversations. There's 2 Al-Qaeda guys. And they said, well, who turned him in? And one guy said he turned himself in. He goes, why would he turn himself in? He goes, dude, he's living with 3 wives in the same house for 5 years. He fucking called us.
You should have signed those guys to a podcast deal.
Exactly. if you would have gotten that dick, though, imagine how much that NFT would be worth.
A dick
Holy
NFT.
Shit, dude.
I'm just impressed that in one conversation, we went from Bradley Cooper's dick to Osama bin Laden's dick.
Well, it's
That's a
the
big-
same person, really. I mean, it's not.
You know what podcast you're on? It's like it's like going to a baseball game and being like, I can't believe that guy threw that ball.
I mean, compared to the size of his body, it's probably pretty big, right?
Well,
I don't know.
he was a tall man. So,
But see, we would have had a good joke, though. Did you see his dick? Yeah, how was it? I don't know. Kind of smelled like Bergdahl.
oh, God.
I like that.
Dude. If you would have had that, that would have been the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah, I was on the base when Bergdahl walked off.
No shit.
Yeah, and it was over in Afghanistan, obviously, and like we would work at night, so we're sleep all day. You kind of get up before the sun goes down. You go into the talk and you get some briefs and whatever. And they said, yeah, they found this. This guy walked off base. I'm like, what the fuck? He walked off base. Said, yeah, these locals grabbed him. They called the Taliban and said, hey, we found this guy, this American. Do you want him? They said, what do you mean you found him? They said, we found him on the side of the road taking a shit. And they said, yeah, we want him. He'll never shit right again. That's just disturbing, right? Just like, we got to get this guy. Fuck. Yeah.
Well, do you think before he walked off the base that, like a child, did he pack his favorite DVD and his teddy bear and a little backpack?
They said he packed some weird shit. Like he had like shoulder pads and a knife or some shit. Some weird, like some of that spiky shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I heard. I never.
What's your genuine thought on him? Because everybody's got one.
He's just stupid. I think he's just stupid.
Yeah.
And he kind of like misinformed, like, well, if I'm not at war with them, they're not at war with me. They'll just be good to me, type shit. And it's like, no, they hate you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
fuck you up. And like, even when afterward they're like, well, should he go to prison? I'm like, he's been getting used as a fuck doll for years. I think he needs therapy.
More than that. I don't even want to live anymore. I don't think.
I don't know how he does, man. I'm pretty sure I met him before he joined the army. I think he was working in Mississippi at a range as like a range boy. I think I met him.
Really?
I remember talking to a kid that said he was from Idaho, and someone said he worked there. Yeah.
No shit.
I think. I could be full of shit.
How many years did he spend over there?
Almost been 5 years.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, right? It was right around 5.
I mean, that story's got to be. I mean, I don't know. Again, how do you live with yourself? I don't know what he went through. I mean, again, he's been punished for walking off base. He knows he did a no.
Yeah. I'm fine with like everything else that he's gone through. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah,
after
you're
that.
right. Yeah. I mean, you'll have worse sex in prison.
Oh yeah, Jesus, man. Fucking A. And that's a great way to end the show.
Yeah.
Because we like to end it on a super, super dark note
Nothing like
around
going
here.
from famous dicks to anal rape.
every time.
That's,
I mean, look.
that's a wrap.
It's every show here.
Yeah. If
You
you're,
haven't read
show.
if you're a Bill Cosby fan, that's pretty much the way it goes, right?
Oh boy, Michael Winslow.
What do you think his dick looks like?
Cosby's?
Yeah.
Pudding. Like a pudding, like a melted
a very
pudding pop?
awkward sweater.
Yeah. I bet it was sweet at one point.
It's got a little sweater on it.
Yeah, he's old. I bet it was sweet at one point.
You see that fucking dip he did when he got out, though? He was trying to pretend he's all senile for a couple of years. And he
Oh
gets
yeah,
out.
dude. That's what Weinstein did too.
Oh, remember when
Got it.
Weinstein had to get rolled out in a fucking stretcher like he was catatonic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, well, he's fat.
Because Cosby went from blind, because he pretended to be blind
Yeah, of
for a
course.
little bit, and then wheelchair. I mean, it was slowly like, oh my God, he's going to die in like 10 minutes. And then
That's some
when he
straight
walks
up
out
good,
of jail,
Goodfellas shit.
yeah, he just throws up the black power sign, and you're good to go at that point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. That's double jeopardy. You're good.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah. Now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week. You've given it away before. Now it's time to give it away again.
Yeah, it was your brother last
Robert Eugene ONeill.
Robert Eugene. I get to do it?
Yeah.
Did I just give a shout out?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it would be foolish not to give it to Ray Cashkin.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's his birthday.
We'll
almost.
never hear the end of this.
Yeah.
We'll never hear the end of it.
We can celebrate every year now the anniversary and his birthday, like a week apart.
Is it weird that I wish it was on 9/11?
Yes.
Like
That's
Ray's? Like I wish Ray's was so that way he couldn't celebrate it as hard as he really wants to. Because then it's just like, hey, dude, show some respect. Like stop asking people to come to your birthday on 9/11.
Yeah. Have you no soul?
I think that day would stop it. Like,
Why don't you
I've
just
got
start a USA chant like the rest of us?
Yeah.
But he would have,
I've got a buddy.
candles light the towers.
I've got a buddy who's their kid. Jesus Christ.
Ray's all about. I mean, he's all about the birthday. There's nothing funny about it.
Obviously,
9/11.
but my best friend's kid was born on 9/11.
Yeah.
And what do? And he goes, we can't throw a party
No,
on 9/11.
you can't. No, you
He
can't.
goes, you got to
Fuck
go the
that.
day after.
I agree with you, especially when he turns 11.
Oh fuck.
Boy. And that was Drinkin' Bros podcast,
Hey.
everyone. I'm kidding.
Never forget
Never forget Drinkin' Bros podcast.
Ray's birthday.
And Ray's birthday, too. When is Ray's birthday?
I don't know.
Was it March 5th?
I think that's when the party is. I don't know exactly.
I guarantee when I turn my phone back on, I've got a voice message from him.
Probably.
Not a text. He's got a voice message.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll hear this episode and
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, you fuckers. I should have been there. And I was like, well, Ray, you weren't. Okay?
Here's the thing.
You were making your fucking bed all goddamn day.
Making your
You were
bed.
doing push-up contests against somebody in the airport.
You were making up your teeny bed.
He's a little man.
He's a chatty little guy.
He's going to love all of
Oh,
this.
I love Ray. Everyone loves Ray.
I don't know
Everyone
anybody.
loves Raymond. Is it Raymond? Do you think it's Raymond?
No, it's going to be Ray. It's R period, A period, Y period, Ray.
Because I think if it was Raymond, that would push you into being like a Navy SEAL.
I would change my middle name to Eugene if it was Raymond.
It's never too late. It's never too late. Again, it's like getting decapitated. If you believe in yourself, regrow your head.
Be a man.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Mikuya, MCHOOYAH, at Mikuya. The reason that is because someone, when I was a SEAL, said, there's this thing called Twitter. You got to check it out. Make a fake name. You can fuck with people. You can be a total troll. And my name leaked overnight. I woke up to 10,000 followers. I'm like, oh, Mikuya.
You can't go back.
I can't change it.
No.
So it's Mikuya.
Yeah.
Instagram and Twitter and all that shit. Follow me for content. Dick pics. It might have been Photoshop. You don't know. If it's got a sweater, it was real.
You didn't get Bin Laden's dick, though. You know? You might have got the man. You didn't get the dick.
One regret in life.
Where is that dick? Is it in the ocean?
Smithsonian.
Damn it, man. If it's in the ocean, I want to go on a boat tour and try to find it.
Finding Bin Laden's
Finding
dick.
Bin Laden's dick.
Yeah, that'd be the next doc.
Yeah.
I think it'd do really well, actually.
We'll see.
So if you're out there and you're interested in funding, hit us up on drinkingbros.com. This was a fucking
That's fun.
awesome show, yeah. For Dan the Nathan Holloway, Robert Eugene ONeill, I am Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good night, everyone.